And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Houston Astros going up against the New York Yankees.
And now,
we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
New York Yankees.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit.
Jeremy Pena.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, a short, could be two. Flips it, one at second, on to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. Javier back to work. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Douglas was unreal in his last game, driving in a whole bunch of runs. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
When a hitter's producing like he did in that last game, Boo, the other team just has to shrug and tip their caps, maybe just walk them. What a treat to watch him work at the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Second baseman, Will Douglas.
Douglas made it rain homers in his last game, going deep 3 times.
Boog, you know who had the longest stretch of time between 3 homer games? It was Reggie Jackson, who only did it twice in the regular season, once in 1969 at 23 years old, and again it
tosses to first. That ends the inning. Go ahead run on base, and stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Man at first, one away. Fly ball down the line. That's out number 2. So digging in, Quincy Hamilton. The 2-2 on the way. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. Makes it safely to third, and the triple puts the go-ahead run aboard.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So 2 down, and next to hit for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Douglas had a game to forget.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Atlanta Braves. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First and second, no outs. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Harris, the lead runner out at second. Connor Falefa on at first with nobody out. Ground ball could be two. The throw to second. Over to first, safe. Here's a big power threat. Will Douglas.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
In the air on the infield, Olsen on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 2 out, space is empty. That clips the corner. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And now Michael Harris II. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 away.
Up next for the Braves.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Giancarlo Stanton. A runner at first for him, nobody out. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Jared Kelnick. This one in the air. Cabrera. And that is the ball game. Douglas had a game to forget.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
One down at the plate. Brian Reynolds. 2-2 now. Grounder might be 2. And he can't come up with it. No throw. Safe at first. And we'll see if it's an error.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 2, Spencer Horwitz.
And now, Will Douglas. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That's outside. 1-0.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Fouled off down the right side. Gonna count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low. And a count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball scooped up. Key Brian Hayes in plenty of time to first. They limit the damage. Douglas starting up the middle at second, batting sixth in today's lineup. And he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
2 outs, base is empty. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, he executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Tomas Nido trying to get something going for him with 2 away. And the batter now, Jack Sawinski, hit weakly on the ground. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So bases loaded with 1 away. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Marsh on third. Harper on second. Tucker at first. 1 gone. On the ground, could be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In comes the run from third. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
I'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Will Douglas.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Tayo back to work. That one ripped.
Come on, ball.
And it's off the wall, but foul. Douglas with a couple of homers in his last game. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Vic Caratini at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. On to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Nobody out, runner at first. That clips the zone, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Well, he just sucked the oxygen out of the other team's dugout with that great play. Makes the dive and is able to get up and start a double play. They were thinking they were going to get some momentum and get a rally going this inning, but it all came to a halt right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Trey Turner. And he hits a ground ball right side, Douglas. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Center field.
So now a pinch hitter, Spencer Jones. Looking to start something with 1 gone.
Now playing second base.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for New York, Oswald Peraza.
Jones.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Headed for the plate. He's safe. It's 4-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed.
Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. The Yankees down to their final strike. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Will Douglas.
Will Douglas.
Ryan back to work. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball there. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it. Go ahead, run on base. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. On the ground. Mayo tossed to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Will Douglas. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ober, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Swings and misses. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Michael Conforto will climb in. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Jason Dominguez. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Now it's Ronaldo Hernandez. 1 strike away. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it, isn't it?
First and second, 2 outs. And next for New York, Oswald Peraza. Winning run stands at second. Swung on, belted. Keishel, long run. In comes the winning run, and the Yankees walk it off and win it 3-2.
This team was hoping they wouldn't have to hit in the bottom half of this inning, but they did because the other team scored that run. But they battled back, got the runs they needed for an awesome walk-off win.
Three, two. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees.
And now, please welcome your
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
New York Yankees.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Will Douglas.
Will Douglas.
Berrios back to work. Berrios, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one ripped. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Inside move to second, and he's back safely. Douglas leads off second with nobody out. On the ground to first. Here's the throw to the plate. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays.
Designated hitter, Will Wagner.
And a pitch. Double play ball to second. There's one.
He's
back
out.
to first, and it's over his head. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first was way offline, and I have to think the runner coming into second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
1 out, bases empty. And ball 1. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
1 out. Runners at first and second. This one in the dirt. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And up next for New York, got him looking. Huge strikeout there. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Here's a 3-0. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And here comes Bellinger. 2 outs. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Towards first, Ford takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jorbeat B-Boss. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Miles Straw now at the plate. Clevenger is just 1 strike away. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw to first, ball game. And the Yankees hold on to win a nail-biter, stranding the winning run on base. And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros.
And now, please welcome your
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Astros.
One down. Will Douglas now at the plate.
Will Douglas.
And a foul ball. Santander leads off first with one away. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Reaching back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick.
McCormick.
On the ground left side, 6. The underhand flip, 1 at second. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Nobody out, runner at first.
Second baseman, Will.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings through that one, 0-1.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
No ball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Base hit center field. And now 2 aboard.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to second for 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position.
Will Douglas.
Swinging a foul straight back. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
That one just misses.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. See you later. He'll circle the bases, and we're level. It's 5-5.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here. That's for sure. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Melton. And he deals. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Yankees 5. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Ronaldo Hernandez.
Well, last chance for him here, hoping he can be a catalyst for some type of 9th inning comeback.
So 2 down. Pedro Leon up next for the Astros. Cousins back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. The Astros down to their final strike. Line drive, base hit. And now 2 aboard. The winning run is on base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Douglas was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your St. Louis Cardinals.
Will Douglas stepping in now for the Yankees.
Will Douglas.
Swinging a foul out of play. Douglas, in his second season, 22 years old, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high
step off, throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Man at first, one away. Ground ball to first, could be two. The throw to second is offline.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman, he's got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
2 on, 1 out. Volpe will hit next. In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Douglas over at second. Cabrera at first. One gone. That to right. It's going to fall for a hit. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Ronaldo Hernandez.
Two out, space is empty. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 8 and the Cardinals nothing. 2 down, base is empty. Justin Henry Malloy, the next to hit. And a payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Douglas gets it to first, and that is that. 1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals. Still 8-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. And now the 0-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. And it falls. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. The tag safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And the right-hander deals. Slides for the stop. The feed for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the
1 down. Ronaldo Hernandez now at the plate. Line drive. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Pinch hitter coming on, Spencer Jones. Looking for a two-out spark with the bases empty. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. This one popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the New York Yankees. One down. Now it's the second baseman, Will Douglas. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
To the right side, Douglas. And that is the third out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Jack Flaherty.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And that one fouled off. Douglas with another scorching run of play lately. High fly ball right field. Carpenter sizing this one up, and there's one away. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Tomas Nido, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. So up next, Oswald Peraza. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the 9th. So digging in, Kobe Mayo. Swung on, belted. That's back there. In comes the winning run, and the Yankees get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Scoring 1 run in the 9th is pretty difficult because the quality of arms and the focus on every single pitch. But to score 4 runs for the win, an incredible comeback. This showed us a lot. Nice win for this team today.
Six. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. King back to work. Out to short, Henderson. Sends it across to first. One up, one down. And now here is Gunnar Henderson. Ground ball up the middle. Douglas. And there's 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
This one in the air. Westberg on the move. Drops into the glove. And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th. And into the box for Baltimore, Austin Martin. On the ground, Douglas. Gets it to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilson Contreras.
Pinch hitter coming on, Oswaldo Cabrera. He represents the go-ahead run. 1 out, runner at second. Kobe Mayo stepping in now for the Yankees.
Number 95.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Loperfido under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Out to center. Jimenez makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Jimenez on a dead sprint, racing back, hauls it in on the warning track. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And now the center fielder, Alex Call. 2 on, 1 out. Hit in the air, left field. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. And he dives in with the winning run. And the Yankees break through to win it in 13.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in. But he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
A 3. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. And up next for New York, Will Douglas. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall.
1-1.
Make him come to you.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. On the ground, 2 ball. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting 6, the left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. That to right. Squeezes it. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. A 3-run homer, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
One out, base is empty. Slice down the right side. Yeah, there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Headed towards the corner. Green makes a nice running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Throws to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Adrian. The batter,
Douglas, measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That misses the zone, and a count now even up. He goes down looking. Adrian Del Castillo up now for the Tigers. On the ground. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. One left. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Austin Wells. A runner at first for him, nobody out. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout. Douglas with a less than great game in this one.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go now. And the batter now, Trey Turner.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
On the ground, right side. Nice grab. Throws from his knees, and they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Will Douglas getting ready to hit. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. That's towards center. Marsh on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Anthony.
This is Bryson Stott. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Man at first, one away. Douglas in his second season, 22 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Headed towards the corner, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so two runners in scoring position and just one out. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
Out to short, Turner. Slings it across, now two out.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Kobe Mayo, the next to hit. In the dirt, runner breaks for third.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Oh, great stop. Now to third, and he gets back safely. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. And they're all loaded up.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Popped in the air, left side. Boom. Brings it in, and that is the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. And now it's Alec Bohm. On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And that's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Fought off foul. Boom. Off balance feed, there's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the left fielder, Johan Rojas. Swung on, belted. Way back there. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Douglas had a decent showing in this one.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Spring training action on MLB. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Will Douglas. McClanahan back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Fell early in this ball game, down by 4 runs. You've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least one an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to center. And he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. On the ground. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. 1 out, bases empty. Douglas, a former rookie of the year, 22 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
And it's fouled away.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
1 and 2's the
and
count.
You're tied up.
And down on strikes. 3rd out, and that ends. So a man at first. Logan Driscoll digs in now. Righty delivers. Double play ball to second. They get 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. Top 9, and it'll get started with a. So 2 away with nobody on. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training all set for the start of the inning. This is Joey Bart. On the ground right side, Douglas. 1 out in second.
That is 5th, the 3rd baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Here's a big power threat, Will Douglas. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. And ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one off the mark. Ball 2. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2.
Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
So 2 down. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom. Runner at first with no outs here. Douglas measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a pitch. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first. That ends the frame. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Yastrzemski sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. The Yankees going with a pinch hitter. Jorby Bebos looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Hamilton is just 1 strike away. Bebos on to first. Ball game. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One out, runner at second. Douglas, the next to hit. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. And that's outside. 1-0.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Santander over at second, one down. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Sable down to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
And here is Will Douglas. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add on. It's 5-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
2 aboard, 2 outs. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Good pitch right
the count.
there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 2. So runner at second, 2 down. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Righty delivers.
1-1-1.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. They put 2 on the board on 2 hits, including the homer. No errors and 1 man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Red Sox 4. Here's a big power threat. Will Douglas. He's already homered in this game. Fought off foul. Santander stands at first with 1 out. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And there's a ball.
Outside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there are 2 outs. Pinch hitter coming on. Giancarlo Stanton. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. Hamilton is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game. Douglas did well enough for them. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your New York Yankees.
1 down. Will Douglas stepping in now for the Yankees. Douglas matched a homer in his last game.
0-1.
Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Austin.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Hit on the ground to the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Swing and a ground ball. Douglas. Over to first, and the inning is over. Nothing doing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bryce Elder.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Douglas now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Darius Vines appears to be getting loose. Bummer getting loose as well. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Elder fires. Broken bat, rolling to first. Olsen. He takes it on his own. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 outs, nobody on. Nacho Alvarez Jr. next up for the break. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that is the ball game. Douglas had a rough go of it in this game.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
And welcome to Baseball City. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Baltimore Orioles.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. To the right side, Douglas. Throws to first, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Base is empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Will Douglas. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
To third. Throw to first in time.
Batting 7, the catcher, number.
So a man at first. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Douglas measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch is outside.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
No strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Two on, 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And misses inside.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Popped up. Chisholm on his way over. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. No outs. Runner at first. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Orioles an out away. Here's the third baseman, Austin Martin. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the right fielder, Colton.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Volpe. And that'll do it. Douglas with a forgettable showing in this one.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Here's Trey Turner.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
ground right side. Oh, he gloves it. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Will Douglas. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Tyone with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Douglas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, could be two. To second, pulls him off the bag. Everybody's going to be safe.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Ozuna, the runner at third. Santander over at second. Douglas over at first with one away. In the air, left field. Schwarber. He's got it. There's two away. Two outs. Bases full. Down to third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Mayo.
Grounds one to short. Turner. Jump throw. What a play. Inning over.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Two on, one out. And now it's Alec Bohm. Double play ball to second. There's one. Out. On the run, sends it over to first. And that's a nice play. Two outs, base is empty.
24, second baseman, Will Douglas.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And that keeps the inning going. Austin Wells digs in now. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Giancarlo Stanton.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
The other way. That's a base hit. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He'll score. It's 4-4.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Hard hit left side. On to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. 2 on, 1 out. Bunts it in the air. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 down. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now, Will Douglas. Bradley back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Palacios makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Runner at second, 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Thomas under it. And that ends the inning. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. On the ground, right side, Douglas. To first, there for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for her major league debut. Drew Gilbert. Swinging a ground ball. Throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out. Gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Will Douglas. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Douglas with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And here it comes. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Holmes checks the runner. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it but still deliver a seed on target, so impressive. And most catchers practice that throw, but not many have the arm strength to actually make it work in a game.
Douglas now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. Safe at third. He uses the swim move to get in.
He was all over that one. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way.
One down, runner at third. Wells getting ready to hit. And here's a 3-2. On the ground. Mauricio. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Ronnie Mauricio now. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. First and second here, no outs.
Second baseman, Will Douglas.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
And a swing and a miss there.
There's an opportunity
0-1.
to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 outs. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first. And that is that. Starting to run out of outs. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Giancarlo Stanton. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Douglas played pretty well in this win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.